What's going on, guys? Irontail here. Today we have a little guide on just my experience with setting up the PS2 controller on the Nasomi server. Had a few issues, so just wanted to make a video. Hopefully, help somebody else out. Okay, so uh, two important things. One is going to be the Final Fantasy 11 config menu. So in my directory here, I have just like all my games and crap. And then there's the Ashita folder, which you guys should have. And if you double click this, it'll open Final Fantasy, the launcher. So here you have it opened once you're in. And as you can see, I can move around, I can look around, I can cancel things, I can select things. So everything's working. I even have the D-pad working. That was like difficult, and the camera's working as expected. Before, I had the issue where left was up and down, like right and left was up and down was left and right. So that was really weird. And the D-pad wasn't working at all. So I searched around, found some videos. They suggested some things. So, okay, so first of all, Windows was detecting my device. I know this is a bit rambly, but like I just finished like getting it to work. So first of all, Windows was detecting my device. I used it's like a HDE cable. It's a black cable where you plug in your PS2 controller, wired PS2 controller into a adapter that is just like a USB thing. So plugged it in. I don't know if it wasn't working on my two front ports of the computer, so I plugged in the back. You know how there's like the blue port USB and the black port USB? I don't know. I don't know if it mattered. This is just my experience. Documentation. So I plugged into the blue one. I uninstalled the device like 3 times. I like looked for the device software on the website of the manufacturer. They didn't have anything for me. So I just had to hope that it would automatically download the device stuff. I did a Windows update because I was like, maybe I need to do a Windows update. It said it was up to date, but I checked for updates and I found an update. But I didn't install the optional update. I know it's a bit rambling. I'm gonna get to it. Final Fantasy 11 config. So if your controller is set up or if Windows can see your controller, so this is for Windows, by the way. If you're using something else, I can't help you. If Windows sees your controller, and okay, so this is how you can tell if it sees your controller. So you can go to Control, you can go to Device Manager, you go to your Universal Serial Bus. Does it not even show it here? What? Okay, hold up. I was not ready for this. Game controllers. Okay, that's really weird. I think. Alright, so another way you can tell if it's here is to go to Devices and Printers. As you can see, PSR3 controller. I don't know why it says R3. If you search that on Google, you're going to find PS3 controller suggestions. Which, again, it's not going to help you. So you right click, Properties. Wait, what? No, double click it. Wait, what did I do last time? Game controller settings? Yeah, okay, game controller settings. Go to Properties, and you'll get 2 little tabs here. Go to Test. Got your controller. See the square moving around? Okay. The axis is moving around. You push the buttons. They like light up in there. Up there. See the buttons lighting up? Very nice. Okay, so that's how you know it's like Windows sees your controller. So you gotta make sure that Windows sees your controller. You've confirmed it sees the controller. Excellent. Very good. Then you're going to go to what is it? Go to wherever you have your Nasomi folders that aren't not your Ashita folders. Go to Nasomi and config. Double click the config. You're gonna get this. Okay, maybe you could just cut to this part of the video, but Gamepad Settings. Okay, this is where it all happens. I forget which one of these I picked. I'm afraid to change it. But okay, so one of these. Oh, for the sake of the video, I should just click it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna click it. All right. Default setup. I think it's default setup A. Yeah, default setup. No. Default. Okay. Let's go to default setup. Menus. And then this is confusing, but if you hopefully this works for the video. If you push, it says push up. If you push up and button 1 on the PlayStation 2 is triangle. So you push up and press triangle, it's going to switch from up to down. So now it registered what your up in the menu is. Then you're going to push down and triangle. Then you're going to push right and triangle, left and triangle. And now this says, is this right? And if you move it around, it should be right. And then you click OK. Yeah, so all the buttons, triangle is 1, circle is 2, X is 3, square is 4, L3 is 11, R3 is 12, L1 is 5, L2 is 7, R1 is 6, R2 is 8, select is 9, start is 10, and analog is 13. I don't know if you're ever going to use analog, but so those are the things. That's how you get the menus to work, and you do the same thing with the camera. So when I saw this, I was like, what the hell does this mean? But it's the same thing. Okay, so this is for camera, so you're going to use this one unless you use that one for camera. But right, you push up, and then 1 is triangle, right? So now it registers what up is, registers what down is, registers what right is, registers what left is, and then woo, you get it. So if you need to do that for movement, you can do the same thing with movement with this stick. I hope that was helpful. I don't know why these are empty. You can always change all these to yeah, so I hope that was helpful, guys. I know it took me about 2 hours, 2-3 hours across 2 days to figure it out with the day in between because I got too frustrated. So I hope it helps. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.